man. So around about the 2-hour mark. You guys got anything else you want to
hit the last one real quick with the King Von daughter? I
really want to go. Yeah, we can end on that one. Yeah.
This right here.
Yeah, that's King Von being.
It is.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just up there. I didn't really know that was up there for real.
I made the decision to pull my son off the football team. So Davon is still in the stage where sometimes he cries, so I get that. I guess the coach was giving him water, and the coach made a mistake and squirted water in his eye. I'm not really sure. I just know water was squirted in Davon's eye. And of course, just like a 5-year-old, he began to cry. And as the coach was walking him off the field, he goes, "Stop all that crying if I put you over there with the cheerleaders." And me, I'm instantly in defense mode, you know, like you're a mom, like you're gonna instantly like bug up. And I was like, "No, what did you say to him?" He immediately repeated what he said, and he was like, "It ain't no crying in football." And I asked him, I said, "Do you think that was appropriate for you to say to a 5-year-old child? You're not gonna mentally abuse my son. You're not gonna confuse him and make him think in his mind because I'm a little sensitive or because I cry, maybe I should be a girl." So emotional at the time because, of course, like my child father is not here. This is Von's job. You know what I'm saying? His father would say, no way that man would have said that to him. No way. I made the decision.
Of course he wouldn't have said it because
Von would have said it.
Von would have said it. Like you're talking about.
Looking at these comments, I saw y'all talking about this, but I didn't look at the video. Said Larry Brandy said women can't raise men. Beats Gordy said the boy's 5 years old. Y'all inwards need to relax. I can see if he was 10. Black Royalty said, "Bad job, Mom. You're the reason why so many boys are zesty."
That's funny, and that's correct.
Ma'am, you are wrong. His dad would have said the same thing. He's weak. He'll continue to be weak. Thanks, Mom. Okay.
Damn, that's tough. Yeah, so what do you guys, think about that?
Now, the dude who said, like, that's what I'm torn on.
Crazy, bro.
I'm torn on because I was thinking the same thing, like, football is a contact sport.
Yeah.
If you're going to be getting water squirted in your eye and start crying, what happens when a kid runs into you full speed? What's going to happen? You're going to want to take off your helmet and try to hit him upside his head or something with it.
Or cry.
Or cry. So I'm on the verge of, the crying and stop all the crying or whatever like that. But when the dude said 5, that's what had me torn a little bit because he's 5. I think it was a little bit better way you could have said it, but I'm still cool with the way he said it.
It's water.
I understand. That's why I say I'm torn about it. I'm on like both sides of the fence because he made me think about that when he said it's not like he's 10, he's 5.
So what age do we stop?
And that's what I'm torn. I don't know. I don't know.
If he was 6, would it be cool?
Like, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
7?
I don't know.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Know. But that's the only thing that had me kind of back and forth on the fence. But I don't have no problem with him saying that.
Yeah.
Because it is like, hey, it's something else that could. I've told my son this. Everything don't deserve your tears. Men don't go around here crying for every little thing that happened to them. Everything don't get tears from you. Just because it didn't go your way or your feelings hurt or all that stuff. You don't get the tears. Men don't be crying over all this stuff.
Right.
So I can understand like where she kind of coming from with it, but at the same time,
but she pulled him out the football game.
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that.
She could have confronted the coach.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
And then completely pulled up. That means you're also teaching quitting.
Yes, that's true. But I don't condone that. I do not condone that whatsoever. She pulling him out just because he got water squirting in his eye, and the coach told him to quit crying before I put you over there with the cheerleaders. Because it's a true fact. If you're going to be over here crying, maybe you need to grab some pom-poms. That's much safer.
Yeah.
So that's just my thing about it.
2K said if Von was alive, it still would have happened because he would have been locked up.
It's crazy, right?
2K crazy. Nasty Beauty said, I hope he doesn't start painting his nails in high school. Damn. Sheesh. 2K said, women maintain kids and fathers raise kids.
True.
Adeja, welcome.
Adeja, what's going on?
Yeah, dads are important. I would have cried with the kid while confronting the coach.
Damn, all y'all would have left crying.
I'm on the only thing I have a little bit of pushback is like the saying, I'm gonna put you over there with the cheerleaders. Just a little bit of pushback about that. Like that's a little bit of a reach. But outside of that, yeah, I'm definitely with the toughness. Like, no, stop crying. It's just water. You're gonna playing football, you're gonna get much worse injuries than just water getting sprayed in your eyes. And this is what I see, that comment with that said this is why boys are so zesty. This is the perfect example. Whenever you hear somebody say,
why are name mama?
Why are men so sassy these days? Show them this video. I'm gonna actually once these guys start talking, I'm gonna put it in chat so y'all can refer to this video and show them why. Because this is a prime example. Why? Why would you pull him out of football? Because he got water in. You ain't worried about him getting tackled.
Yeah.
You ain't worried about his leg being dislocated because he got tackled the wrong way. You worried about water getting sprayed in his eyes.
And him being talked like that, that's a valuable lesson. There's like a lot of people going to talk to you all type of crazy ways. Yeah. You don't just sit up here and run and nothing like that. You rise to the occasion.
Right. My biggest thing, it was her taking them out football completely.
Yeah.
Right. So, we're here. Football and sports in general. Sports to me is a kind of a microcosm of how you deal with life. Right. So the way that you deal with life, you build camaraderie with people, sportsmanship, so on and so forth. And in sports, right, you kind of have to have a tough skin, right? Because there's always going to be somebody better than you. Facts. People are going to talk shit. You may not be as good as the other person, Facts. Right? So I'm pretty sure there's another little, because these little 5-year-olds, they talk shit too. Right?
Good shit
they
too.
Talk shit too. These
Good
kids
shit.
as little as 2 and 1, as soon as they come out the womb, they talking shit.
You
right?
can't hold me.
Right?
I'm him.
To me, for people having problems with the coach and what he said, it wasn't like he called the kid out his name, right? He said, you're going to be over there with the girls, right? This is, to me, I'm from the old school. So my uncles, I had, I have 3 uncles. I had 2 of them deceased. But that's how they used to talk.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? They used to talk like that. You want to be out here and play, you know what I'm saying? Even when I play basketball with my own son, right? You want to play with me or you want to go over there and play with the little girls? You want to go on the swing. You know what I mean? Which is cool if you want to go on the swing, but it's you over here on the court. And matter of fact, you can't go over on the swing. You finna stay right here on the court. You see what I'm saying? So with the mother going ahead and turn around and taking them out the game and shit, she could have, if she didn't like what he said, she could have confronted the coach and left it there.
Yeah.
Right? You're not going to talk to my son, kind of way, whatever. Because the coach clearly didn't mince words.
Yeah.
When she asked him what he said, I said what I said. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I 1,000% agree with that. 1,000%.
Hey, man, same thing happened on the football field. Wife over there go, hey, shut up. You playing football. And go finish watching the game. And that's the same reason, like, I don't remember if we put the video in the group chat, but Marshawn Lynch remember that one?
Yeah.
He ran a football camp. And he was talking to the kids crazy, they got punishment if they don't do this. And he was saying, where's your man at? Is it a man around with this kid?
So I could talk to
Because
him.
he know what's going to happen, and he know when him and the man start talking about this, the man going to understand completely where he coming from, but the woman is so emotional about it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
That's like the same thing where on the football field, when you go to some of these high school football games and you listen to some of these moms and hear crying, I'm like, that's what's supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't like that. Quit acting emotional. They playing on the field. It's okay.
Right.
Hold on,
It's
man.
cool.
Let me also add, I've seen plenty of black women, because I want to talk. I've seen plenty of black women go off on their kids. I'm talking about off their boys. These kids is every motherfucking bitch, so on and so on. I'm talking about in general.
Nigga.
I'm talking about the kids is little, 5 years old.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
These ain't no.
yeah,
I've seen it. I've witnessed it. You know what I'm saying? Out in public. So whatever the coach said, you know what I'm saying? I've heard the kid, somebody as little as, maybe 5, 6 years old. She called that little boy a punk. I was like, damn. You know what I mean?
But it ain't even that though.
You little
Jamie.
punk.
Yeah.
Like,
dog, they sit up there and dog they fucking girls out. Call them every bitch in the book.
I've heard it with
the
the girls
little
too.
hoe, you a hoe. Bring your ass, bitch, come here and all that. But you gonna sit up here and coddle this boy though?
It ain't even about these are kids at the end of the day. I've heard it on both, you know what I'm saying? But I personally heard it a lot when it comes to these little boys. That they will call a boy a little punk, you know what I'm saying, little faggot, so on and so forth. Now I've heard it. And these is kids and they're really little, and it's like now you want to, jump off the cliff because the coach had something to say. You know what I'm saying? Because the coach said you're gonna be over there with wearing the pom poms and shit.
Well, we do say that people say I can talk to my kids how I want to talk to them. You can't talk to my kids how I talk to my kids.
Well, take that little bastard with you and
Right.
get him out my face.
Right.
no arguments. No argument. You got no arguments for me about that. You got no arguments for me about that. And this, I've been waiting to find a video, come across a video that exemplifies. DHPX said, "Oh, JJ, what's good?
JJ,
what's going on?
I was
What's
thinking
happening?
about you earlier because Maul was saying something, and we was talking about Jay Everyday was talking about something. He said, "Is what we talking about is Googleable. You can just type whatever we're talking about into Google." And I thought about you, how you hate when I do like, or since we're on the podcast, I got my laptop in front of me or a keyboard for the other computer. Just thinking about you.
Nigga got spirit fingers.
But no, man, that's the type of thing that's needed. That's the type of male influence that's needed to toughen these boys up because yes, these boys are out here soft for real.
But that's why, and I'm not saying this little man will, but that's why a lot of these kids so-called crash out. You can't tell them nothing. That's why they go run and go get a pistol. When confrontation comes, or when they dealing with a grown man or anything like that, they don't know how to handle it or take it, and they start in their feelings and emotions and make temporary decisions from that one little incident right there. You feel me? They be now you didn't sit up there and you done made a temporary what is it called?
Long-term decision off a temporary feeling.
Yes, exactly what I was trying to say right there. And now you in jail for the rest of your life.
Or now your son think he can quit whenever things start getting tough.
Yeah, and that's not how life goes. You can't just quit life like that.
You know what you just said kind of resonated because when men talk to men, you kind of got to talk to another man with some respect because there's and I think men know the possibility of shit going left real quick and the possibility of violence.
Yeah.
So a lot of time you get women who talk to men kind of crazy because of the way the judicial system and things work is that men are kind of going to think, you know what, I can't take off, you know, how the society is going to look at you, you know what I'm saying, if you take off and do something to this woman. I'm just saying in general, right? Mm-hmm. But if you have that boy basically raised by his mother and he gets all those values or whatever from his mother, this is where you get those reckless-ass boys
Talking about
and
S&B.
men, right? These reckless-ass boys and men that speak the way they speak to other men and then shit turn left anyway. You know, that's just something I was thinking about as he was talking.
Yeah, that's true. Them true facts right there. Because you know, you talk to another man like that, shit probably going to end up wired.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, listen, I'm thinking about the when we talk about football, the movie that Remember the Titans came to my mind. And I remember the linemen, defensive linemen, offensive linemen, talking trash to each other. Talking about each other's mothers, talking about whatever. So I don't know what the little boy, whatever position he played, but you're going to get people out there talking trash.
He plays safety.
And guess what?
His mom.
Guess what, though? When he come back, if he ever do come back on that field, guess what another kid going to say to you? Your mama going to take you out the field again?
Yeah.
Ooh. She going to make you quit again? I'm finna make your mama make you quit again. Watch this.
Gave him ammunition.
That's all you did, just gave them ammunition. People don't understand that, though.
Any sport. They're going to remember this. Any sport. He can't even play
That's what
basketball.
I'm saying. Watch this In-N-Out burger.
Yeah.
Your mama going to come get you at you. I'm finna dunk on your ass. Your mama going to say you for this? She going to move you out the way?
Sheesh.
Sometimes it's best not to say nothing and let them figure that shit out. Even as 5-year-olds, they got to figure it out.
And then a lot of women out here, in particular, because that's what this conversation is about, say that their son needs a male. They go to a football coach to be a male figure in their son's lives.
Right.
What you want both ends of it? You want them to be tough, but not be tough at the same time. Like which one do you want?
Hey, them facts though, JJ.
JJ said football is a physical sport. If that's nothing you want for your kid, keep them at home.
You speaking facts. But see, real football moms know this. Know that he's going to get hit hard. Know he's going to be slow getting up. Know he's going to be sore and all this stuff. It's football. This is what I put him in. If you don't want him playing football, a physical sport, keep his ass on the sideline with you.
Or play
put him
chess.
Or no,
I was thinking polo.
Or no,
Or badminton.
you can put him over there. He can be the first boy cheerleader. Put his ass over there.
You ain't even got to diminish the man. Like, go ahead and put him. You don't want to. Ain't got to be the first boy. Nothing. Put him in some non-contact sport shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe he could be
Put
the
him on
best
the debate
debater.
team.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Math team, math whiz type.
And it's okay with that. We have a lot of kids that's
Yeah.
privy to different things. That's perfectly
He
fine.
can play football. He can watch it.
Yeah, he might be the motherfucker to build the next app. He might build the next motherfucking Google app or something like that.
Or he might follow the trends of his daddy.
Yeah. Oh my God.
He said, "Yeah." Oh shit! What the fuck?
Oh my God.
I agree with this nigga. I don't know.
I know, because I knew where you come from. Because you said daddy, you know. Nothing, man. I hope they went over their head. But yeah. You on the point. You on point with that one.
Now put the link in the chat for y'all to refer to. That's all we got time for today. You guys got anything for the mess?
You know what I do?
Okay.
Yeah, every day does. Every day. On
JJ
point.
real quick said, it's a lot of times I wanted to step in, but I left that to his father. Hold up. First of all, hold up. Let me give you this real quick.
Why you applauding that?
Because it's some things that they got. Mothers are emotionally attached to basically their women are led by their emotions.
Okay.
Especially when it comes to their children, right? Okay. And then a lot of times I see it a lot. Okay. A woman and a man will be together. She loves a man, loves a man, loves a man. They finally have children, and now the love changes to her loving the children more than she loves her man. Uh-huh. And whenever it comes to disciplining the child, it said, "Don't hit my child,"
No.
or whatever the case. She separates what they had before and gives all of the attention that she's supposed to be giving to the husband and the strengthening the marriage, and so they can have a successful parenting situation, to giving all the energy to the children.
No, I just recommend what she just said on great parenting. That's all that is. I don't give it no thought for loving this, loving that. It's just she knowing what her place is when it's time for the kids. He knowing where his place is as the father for the time and place for the kids.
Right, and that's what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
She said, it's something my son heart desired, so I let him. Was I scared for him? Yes, but it builds character, confidence, trust, etc. They just said, it's called maternal gatekeeping. Ooh, maternal gatekeeping.
Never heard of that one before. That's a new one to me.
We just dropped out 5 bombs, boy. This the rack for real.
Yeah, once we make the thumbnail, it's gonna say it's called maternal gatekeeping.
All right, y'all ready for the mesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is something.